Tell yourself, I cannot be depressed. I am not for depression. Depression is not mine. Depression is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness, loss of interest in things. You feel lonely, you feel sad, you feel down. Your morale is never high. You literally don't have interest in your heart to do anything at all. At times that the people who are depressed think about taking their lives. And it's so funny that, especially in the African setting, depression is also creeping into the setting, but we're not really taking it personal because it's like a world we are not used to in this part of the world. But because of the fact that, yes, we have adopted a lot of Western culture, I think accepting some of what they really go through is automatically part of our life. And there are so many things that causes depression. There's so many things that causes depression. It's hard to pinpoint that, okay, this particular thing causes depression, this particular thing causes depression. There are just so many factors that surrounds having depression. So many times when we set a goal and we are unable to achieve a set goal for ourselves, then we fall into depression. It's not intentional. Sometimes it's not what we can control. But yes, can you get out of depression? That is a very big yes, because that is why we have this video. Women, most especially, are more prone to depression more than men. Like, women are 2 times prone to depression more than men. And this channel being majorly around female and women, we're going to be talking about the different types of depression that women can have in her lifetime. An average girl or an average lady, a woman, as per you are a feminine gender, you are susceptible to some kind of depression automatically. But it doesn't mean you're going to have it, but there is possibility that it may happen. Now, premenstrual depression, is this can come in before our menstrual period. There is perinatal depression. This is the depression that cycles around pregnancy, that is during the period of pregnancy and after giving birth. And the one that comes in after giving birth is mostly called the postpartum depression. One way or the other, we might have heard the postpartum depression before, even if you might have not heard the perinatal depression before. We also have the perimenopausal depression. This is the one that comes in during the period of transition into menopause. Now, can you see, just as a woman, we are susceptible to these forms of depression, but we may have it and we may not have it. Postpartum depression might seem so common, but a lot of people don't even have postpartum depression, nevertheless. So we are going through all this. I'm having this video so that irrespective of what we are passing through, is it postpartum depression, like, or any form of perinatal depression, is it premenstrual depression, or you have an older one that might be going through the perimenopausal depression, and you might want to watch this video so that you can help them. Sometimes they don't even know, especially hot flashes that comes to women who are who are in the menopause, in their menopause age. They have, a lot of them used to have hot flashes. Most of these depressions in women are caused by hormone imbalance. When our hormones are not balanced, then it can happen, and a lot of things can result to our hormone not being balanced. Is it the food we eat, especially the food we eat, the environment we have, the types of drugs we take? Are you taking contraceptives? Are you taking things that might affect your body system? Some drugs you're taking, kind of lifestyle you're living that can affect the body system. So when we have an imbalanced hormone, that alone can cause depression for us as women. Now, all this aside from other environmental factors, such as, I am a Nigerian, and in Nigeria presently, I can most solemnly let you know that there are a lot of more causative factors that can cause depression out there. Is it the lack of job for us, for the youths of the country? Because you go to the university, you go for your NYSC. NYSC is a form of military training that is given to all graduates, and both university graduates and poly graduates. You go for your NYC and we are being paid after the training. Then you go and work for a year, and during this period of 1 year the youths are being paid, and after that period of 1 year, then you don't have a hope of getting salary anywhere. And it's not like what you're being paid as a core member is so substantial, but at all. But guess what? After the 1 year, there's probability that you might not get a good job, if at all you manage to get a job. You imagine offering a university graduate 40,000 naira. that is even might be okay, because there are some that even offered 15,000 naira, some 100,000 naira. None of this is okay, none at all. Because as a graduate, you have studied so hard, but you can't even show for it by getting a job, because the job is not even out there. So many times youth just have to do whatever they see. For instance, when I finished from the university, I still had to work in a primary school with children on the crèche, just so that I can feed for the meantime and not rely on my parent. And I was working there with someone who was actually doing who was a college graduate. Being a college graduate is not bad. I'm just saying education here is not always the major guarantee to get a job. So many times it's something else I'm not going to be able to mention here. And this alone can cause depression. Imagine being a master's graduate and you might not get the offer you desire as a master's graduate. You hardly get a lecturing job, you hardly get high standard companies that can even offer you good employment, except maybe in Lagos. A lot of reasons why so many of the youths move to the big cities immediately, so that maybe they can get one or two. It doesn't mean that it still fits their needs. Another reason for the Japa syndrome in the country Nigeria. So what am I saying? All these are causative factors of depression already. Because I remember many years ago when I left the university for my first degree now, I remember some of my friends who didn't get a job or something to do immediately, and they didn't even want to apply to maybe primary school because it's so undermining and so stressful, and the salary is just not it. You know, they were almost falling into depression. I could speak to some of my friends, and she said she doesn't even see hope anymore. You know, you feel so down. You are not so. There are so many things. So don't think like depression is like maybe for some certain set of people. It can just happen. Sometimes people fall into depression when their self-esteem is so low and it has dropped so much, and they just feel like they are nobody anymore. Some see they don't see hope in anything. You lose faith. You are so down. You're so pessimistic. You don't even have faith in anything. You don't have hope in the future. You feel so worthless, useless. You feel like, why do I even exist? These are all signs of depression. And now, like I've said earlier, as a woman, just being a woman, not because of environmental factor, not because of anything, gives us the tendency. And that is why for every woman comparing to man, we are two times susceptible to having depression. So why am I here? I'm not here to bring us the news of the existence of depression. No, fine, the existence is there, but I'm here to let us understand that you are not alone. You're looking for a job, you have not gotten that job you desire. You might be managing where you are feeling stressed. As far as you're taking one step at a time, I want you to know you are not alone. There are so many other people out there in the same shoes, and they want you to also know that you are not alone, but you have to keep pushing. Because despite the fact that there is no job, okay, I used myself as an example, as when I finished my first degree, and some of my friends, most of us didn't have a job. Right now, after so many years, I can say that in my group of friends, we have people who already traveled out of the country. We have people who are working in big companies already. We have people who are doing well in their personal business already. It's just process, it's just time. So what am I saying? I'm giving you a testimony of hope, that there is still hope. Whatever it is that is causing depression, especially if it is environmental factor, whatever it is, there is hope. And now when it comes to maybe a disorder, a major disorder due to imbalanced hormone system, it can still be helped by physical factors. For instance, if you know you're going through a postpartum depression, most of those things, depression can make you even cry, feel sad. There's so many things that it can cause. But when you're going through, for instance, you're going through postpartum depression. What do? You make sure you have someone to take care of your baby. But what if there's nobody to take care of your baby? Motivate yourself from within. Speak to yourself. Let yourself know you are strong. You can do this. You've been endowed with the will and the power to do it. Remember, God will not emburden us with something we will not be able to handle. Yeah, you have given birth to that baby. You are alive to give birth to that baby. You're going to survive taking care of that baby, and you're going to be happy to see that baby grow big and strong. So if you're going through whatever it is, any kind of depression, if it is any type of prenatal depression, you're pregnant and you just feel so moody all the time, understand that you can do it. Yes, you have the power to do it from within you, and that is why the responsibility of bearing forth that beautiful child has been given to you. So don't feel down. Encourage yourself from within. Tell yourself, yes, I can do this. You change it. Then what do you also do? You go out there, do exercise. Exercise has been known majorly to help to tackle any form of depression. I might be a scientist, but my line doesn't go into explaining how deep it is that makes exercise works for depression. But I tell you most solemnly, when you wake up in the morning, you try to exercise yourself, you try to shake your body, you try to dance. You don't have to do a cardio type of you don't have to do the cardio type of exercise. You just have to shake your body, dance it out. Smile, put a smile on your face no matter the condition. Even when you are feeling, tell yourself, I want to smile. Why? Because yes, I am supposed to be happy. Go out there, jog, run, stay in. Even though you can't go out there, stay in your house, play music, dance to the tune, shake your body, sweat the depression out of you. Tell yourself there is hope. There are so many people that started from the low life and now they are on top of the world. Yes, there is hope. If your depression is because you're comparing yourself to someone and you feel you are nowhere, remember those who are way, way, way below you. You don't even have to compare yourself to anybody. But in case you're literally comparing yourself to someone up there, then remember there's someone low there. Maybe that is why you're going through depression. Whatever it is that is the cause of your depression, identify the real cause of that depression. Is it because you don't have a job? So what do? Start from the smallest job you can get. Do it, then plan your way to the next level, and plan your way to the next level, and plan your way to the next level. Leave your comfort zone. If you understand, I'm in a town that I'm not going to get a job and this is even making you so useless, so worthless, you're not even making money, stand up. Leave your comfort zone. Go to those places there's at least 40% probability of getting a job. Even places in Nigeria, yes, there are places in Nigeria. Speak to people. Talk to people. I need a job. Please get me a job. Talk to people of higher authority. Don't now, because of that, do things you may not be able to forgive yourself for. But at the same time, speak. Talk to people. Tell the next person beside you to tell the next person beside you, there's someone looking for a job. I'm looking for a job. If you have to leave your comfort zone, stand up from your comfort zone and go to a better place where you know, yes, you are going to struggle, you will hustle, but the period of hustle will be over. Eventually, you're going to get a good news. I've seen people travel far and wide just to have to feed, and eventually they are doing well now. So don't stay down. Don't stay there. Don't feel depressed. Tell yourself, I cannot be depressed. I am not for depression. Depression is not mine. It's not my portion. I'm going to stand. I'm going to rise up there. I'm not going to stay down. I'm going to pick up myself. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to put a smile on my face and I'm going to work hard against this. I'm going to exercise every morning because, yes, I was born to win. Whatever is causing your even if it is premenstrual depression, tell yourself, I am a woman, I am beautiful. I'm having my menstrual period doesn't mean I must always be down, sad, angry at people, lose interest in doing things. No, it's because I can do my menstruation. That is why I can birth beautiful children. If I'm not doing this, I will not be able to get this. I have the power to do it. Why? Because I'm going through this, and that is why I will not be sad going through it. And if it is the pain you are going through for it, go out there and source for the solution. Go out there and source for the something to help you relieve your menstrual pain. Having menstrual pain is not normal. You're supposed to have your menstruation in a very beautiful form. So go out there. There are so many things out there, solutions being profiled. I cannot profile your solution right here because that is not my major. So I can just advise you to go out there. I can advise you on some things you might be able to take, but what if it's not working? So seek medical help. Just know that you're not going to stay down. You have someone going through menopause, hot flashes and everything. Go out there. There is a solution to it. Find medical care and be up, be active, be happy. Shine your light bright. Because you're supposed to shine bright like diamond. Your glory is supposed to shine. So don't stay down. Don't be depressed. Speak to yourself. Speak to yourself. I will not be depressed. It is not possible because I will not. I have made the decision not to be depressed, and I cannot be depressed. Another thing is eating healthy. Eat healthy food. Eat plants. We're meant to feed on plants. Eat plants. Don't eat foods with very long chemical compositions. No, you're not a chemical. You are human, made from dust. So eat plants to make you healthy so that your hormones will be balanced. Take fruits. Eat healthy. And don't forget to pray. There's no time I come on here and I will not talk about praying, because God is the author and finisher of our faith. He is who we are. We are in Christ. He's the author of everything for us. So pray. Talk to God. Be optimistic about everything and talk to God. Yes, exercise. Yes, eat healthy. Talk to God. Remind yourself of the promises of God for you. He said, "My thought that I think towards you are of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." If you are meant to have an expected end, then why do you feel hopeless when your hope is in Christ Jesus? There is no reason for you to be sad. Jeremiah 29:11 says it all. In Philippians, we're meant to think the thoughts that are good, of pure, of good report, lovely thoughts. These are the things we should think about. Fill yourself with hope, thoughts of joy, love, happiness. Think about those good things that has come your way. Leave the sad ones, leave the bad ones behind. You might fall into depression, rise up. You are not going to stay down. Pick it up. Stand up. Yes, I'm talking to you now. Stand up. Stand up. Speak to God. Remind God all those promises He has for you. He has given you hope. He said, "Come unto me, all you who are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." He is ready to give you rest from all your troubles. So speak to Him. Your work is making you depressed. Tell Him, "God, I need a better job. I want a better offer." So whatever it is, I don't know what it is that is making you depressed. I don't know what it is that makes you feel down. Speak to God. Exercise. Eat healthy. Remind yourself about all the promises of God for you. This one is just simple. My thoughts for you are of peace and not of evil. Repeat that. He loves me so much. He sent His only Son to die for me on the cross of Calvary. Remind yourself. Repeat that. And I am sure, and I assure you, that you're going to snap out of depression. You're going to pick up your goals. You're going to stand up again. And the sky is your starting point. And I'll be happy to know that you're happy. So if you have stayed till this long, I want you to know that being depressed might have happened, but you can get out of it. Don't forget to pray, exercise, eat healthy, talk to people, understand exactly why you're depressed and tackle it. Face your fears and work towards getting out of it. You need a job, speak to people, pray to God, leave your comfort zone. Maybe it's any of the hormonal change. Visit the medical center, a medical practitioner, to help you get out of whatever hormonal imbalance you have. You can be happy. You deserve it. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to go out there. If you have friends, go to them. They will help you. Share love. Raise your self-esteem. You are very important. Yes, you're very, very important. If no one is telling you, I'm telling you now. You're very, very important. Because your smile can put a smile on multiple people's face. Yes, and that is how important you are. Yes, your existence will do a lot of good things as far as you pick up yourself and do what you're meant to do and snap out of depression. Thank you for staying till this time. Don't forget to remind yourself of the promises of God. I'm going to be leaving you especially with Jeremiah 29 verse 11. Read it and say it over and over and over again. So thank you for staying till this time. If you have stayed till this time, do well to subscribe to our growing channel. I believe every woman, every girl, every lady out there needs a safe space where all her questions will be answered. And I want this place, this channel, to be that safe space for you. And that is why we raise issues around women and we talk about it and we find solutions to it. Our next topic is going to be on finding yourself as a woman. Finding yourself. We all need to find ourselves. It helps us to raise our self-esteem eventually. We won't go deep down into that yet. So that is why you should subscribe to our channel. So you're going to be part of this beautiful community of sisterhood. Thank you so much for being there. I see you happy, smiling in my next video. Bye.